Hey, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing like a little bake along with me. I actually have been asked to do this quite a lot on Instagram, like a live or something, but I just thought I'll put it on YouTube and yeah, we can go from there. So in terms of what I'll be baking today, how cute is this phone case? I got sent, okay, ignore the chip nails, I need to paint them. I got sent from Casetify. Really like it. I'll put the link below because I can't remember what it was called, the name of the case. But I put a poll up on my story of like my 2 most popular recipes that I've done recently, and both of them like need like similar ingredients, so it's quite helpful. But so it is between, hold on, let me get my story. It is between Oreo and white chocolate brownies, or Oreo, white chocolate and like normal chocolate cookies. So basically between brownies and cookies. It's funny the way they're both Oreos, Oreo based, but you just can't beat an Oreo brownie. I personally really want to make brownies. I haven't made them for a while, but the vote is very close. So brownies are actually in the lead by like 5 votes. It's like 51% brownies, 49% cookies, but cookies have been in the lead all day. So I don't know, maybe I'll leave it like just a bit longer, because I do kind of want to make brownies. But I think my sister will be home from work soon, and I think she really wants me to make cookies, so she can be the deciding vote if it doesn't leverage itself out in the next half an hour. But yeah, at least I've done the intro now. So yeah, I'll put down all the ingredients you'll need below, and obviously I'll say it whilst I'm doing it. So if you want to, I thought this would be better than a live, because obviously if you want to follow along, if you're not ready for the live, then and you don't have the stuff, then it's not that good. Whereas you could watch this, decide you want to make it, and then make it with me. So yeah, I'm just gonna chat to you, answer a few questions whilst I do this. Also, don't know why I think it's like summer weather or something. I'm walking around in a little kind of 1-sleeve boob tube and some green shorts, and it's actually currently, it's actually currently only 15 degrees outside. So I kind of got this impression when they put the oven on, it gets quite warm in here, I'll feel like I'm back on the beach, but I'm not. So okay, I'm back, and this time I've got a jumper on because it's actually quite cold. I was living in denial. But yeah, this jumper's from Steve Madden. I got sent it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think I'd like it if it didn't have these tassels on, which like the branding bits I get, and it's like cropped. It's just a bit boxy. But nevertheless, I just chucked it on because it's on my bed. But I'm ready to bake. We are going to make cookies. I've chopped up the chocolate and the Oreos. So you've got 100 grams of Oreos. Because the packet's 150 and I had 2. So whatever 150 is minus 2 Oreos. And then 100 grams of milk chocolate, 100 grams of white chocolate. Before when I made these cookies, I used little tag. I used the Cadbury's Oreo white chocolate, but they didn't have any. So yeah, we've got white chocolate. It works the same, but you can chop it in and out. I'll put the whole recipe below. But let's get started. I thought I'd tilt it down a bit so you can see what I'm doing. But basically, I'm gonna put 125 grams of butter. I just used the stalk butter. You can use like a dairy-free butter if you have one. I'm just gonna take a fork and measure out 125 grams. But yeah, I've done this with dairy-free butter before and it works well. Preferably not like one of the olive oil spreads. You want one of the fake ones because it'll make it really runny if not. Yeah, it's about 125 grams. I'm also not very precise when it comes down to this. And then I'm gonna take, because I'll need 100 grams of light brown sugar. Light brown sugar is actually, scales that on. Why do I do this? 100 grams of light brown sugar. Under 100 because beautiful. And then 75 grams of granulated sugar, which I have to get out of the cupboard. This is like, I learned from making cookies over the years. So these ones are like gooey, kind of crunchy, like I would call them like, I think they're described as NYC cookies, just because, yeah, they're like quite thick, but you can obviously make them skinnier if you want, but I find them the best because, hold on. My sister and I both like a cookie where you can like warm it up and have it with ice cream, and these are really perfect for that, especially if you go for like a triple chocolate one as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna beat this together until it's creamy. So, but yeah, I just like cream the butter and the sugar till it's about like that creaminess. Beautiful. If you can get it as light as possible, that's quite good. And then I'm just gonna get 1 large egg. They're all quite small eggs, but hey ho, you can't win, can you? I don't, when a recipe says like 1 large egg or 1 medium egg, like I don't really stress about it. If it's a small egg, it's a small egg. It's just an egg really. Like granted, it probably makes a slight difference, but beggars can't be choosers. If you don't have a big egg, you don't have a big egg. You can't force the chickens to lay big eggs if they don't want to lay big eggs. Well, but yeah, egg all mixed in. You should really get one of those tripods that like hangs over the top, but I just be scared it would topple over all the time, to be honest. Right, and this is the bit where I've kind of left myself a bit fine because, like I was saying earlier, I don't have that much flour, but nevertheless, I'm just gonna use all this in here. There's like I'm literally 10 grams short. I'm like, it's not gonna make a difference. It might help because there wasn't a very big egg. All works itself out. So I'm just gonna tip all that flour in. Okay, I was wrong. 180 grams, 10 grams just evaporated apparently. That's probably the bag. And then I need some sea salt, some bicarbonate of soda. Here's some sea salt. This is just the Cornish Sea Salt Co. They sent me a really nice little package, which actually, bit off topic, I'll put the salt down. They sent me these and them. There's this like really garlicky, roasted garlic salt, and then this, literally nearly used all of that and I only got it a couple of weeks ago. Salted pepper salt, which is really good for seasoning. This one's really nice because I hate chopping garlic, and it does add, but I like garlic, so it adds a nice like garlicky taste to it. So I'm just gonna have like, I just do like a pinch of salt, but let's say it's like half a teaspoon. I really need to get one of those little like measuring spoons. I don't have one. I meant to do half a teaspoon of baking soda. I just have this, and yeah, it's quite a small spoon. I know roughly what it looks like, but I do want to get one of the precise ones because it does make a difference, but not that much of a difference. They still taste good. And then it's 1.5 of baking powder, which I'm gonna say is about that much, but again, I don't really know. We're just going with it. And then once I've got all my dry ingredients in my bowl, I'm now going to mix it all together. As soon as the dough starts forming, that is when I'm gonna add in my chocolate chips and Oreos. All of that goodness just goes in. Look how good that looks. Wow, I'm just so here for this. It just, oh crap, making a mess. Just chuck it back in 10-second rule. But yeah, I'm gonna mix it together so it forms a dough now. I probably put too many chocolate chips in, but like I said, I really like chocolate. I'm such a chocolate. So yeah, that'll be fine. I'm sure I can live with it. But I'm just trying to bring it together into a dough because I still like flour at the bottom. Just a bit annoying. But chef's kiss. So this is the bun bit. So I've formed like my dough, and I'll form it a bit more. But I've got a tray with greaseproof paper, and I'm going to roll it into about 10 balls. You'll see, and I'll roll them down, and then I put them in the fridge, but I'll explain it all as they go along. I rolled it into like 9 balls, but some of them are fat, like that is fat. And I've still got a bit left, so in hindsight, I probably should have done 12 smaller balls and I would have used it all, but I'll just cook that one on its own. And you'll see the size, so you can see. I prefer a smaller cookie really, but this is fine. I don't mind 9 fat ones for the aesthetic. But yeah, I'm gonna put them in the fridge now. I'm gonna put them in the fridge now for 30 minutes or so they like harden up a bit. And then I'll put them in the oven, and I'll put the oven on now. So I'm just gonna put the oven on, oh my god, someone's trying to call me, to 180 degrees. So that warms up. Okay, I'm back, and some time has passed because my sister called me and I couldn't get these cookies in the fridge on the tray, so I had to take them off the tray and put them on a plate. So I'm gonna put them back on the tray now and put them in the oven so they're nice, and cook them for, I think it's like 10 to 12 minutes you cook them for, but we shall see, just until they're like kind of golden around the edges. Yeah, I've just been like, I'm sorting out my like last YouTube upload, the upload today, so it'll be the one before this one. So if you haven't, oh my gosh, if you haven't already watched it, go watch that. It's just like my first day of quarantine, full leg workout, and in it, quite a good leg workout actually, because my legs are dying today. Absolutely, my quads are literally in pieces. Walking down the stairs is really hard. So yeah, I'm gonna put a timer on for 12 minutes and then check them, because I normally do like 12 to 14 minutes. I had to look at my notes because I couldn't remember. But yeah, and I'll come back to you when they're done. Okay, I've taken the cookies out of the oven after about 12 minutes. And I'll show you what they look like, so you know what I mean by when they're cooked. So here they are. They're like slightly like golden around the edges. They're a bit of weird shapes, I can't lie, but let me break into one. You have to leave them to cool for like 10 minutes, so they're probably still pretty gooey. But let's break into one. So they've probably only been out like 8 minutes. So yeah, these are still warm, so it's gonna be pretty gooey in the middle, but that is kind of the inside of my, oh, there it is, it's broken. So they're probably still pretty warm, but yeah, the chocolate's like melted and it's still like cookie dough. How on, bro, imagine that with like hot ice cream. Wow. But yeah, if you leave them, they'll like harden up a bit. Wow. I've literally decimated this cookie, but it was worth it because it looks so good. Literally eating some now. Just can't beat it. But yeah, that was a quick little bake with me. I don't think this should be too long, just a nice short sweet video. So if you want to cook along with me, just having something background noise. If there wasn't such a thing as copyright, I would have had some music on. Could have had a little dance party whilst we baked, but sadly you can't do that on YouTube. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up because it really supports me. And I've got a really fun video coming next. I'm trying to do some more like challenge videos. So yeah, once I'm out of quarantine, I will be doing more of those and just keeping it a bit more interesting. But yeah, thank you for watching.